sincerely, first and foremost, thank the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation, led by the Executive Director, Anne, and her team for putting everything together and bringing these very credible Nigerians and Africans here to interrogate the need for us to conduct peaceful elections. I always say that, first and foremost, we must have a country. We must have a state before we talk about having a president or having a governor. If we destroy the country, then we need a president. We need a president. So anybody who is interested in leadership at the level of a president, governor, senator, etc., you have bigger stake to protect the nation. If you know when nations are in crisis and taking over leadership from nations that are in crisis, you know what I mean. You will not think about economy, and before you know, everything will go down. So both those who want to be presidents and governors or hold other offices, and their supporters, should first know that we need to have a nation before whoever you are supporting can emerge as a governor or a president. So let me join this team. I actually don't need to read my speech because there's nothing in that speech that has not been interrogated by the guest speaker and the panelists here. It will just be saying the same thing in different words. The young people today, who I'm very, very pleased that this 2023 election, the young people are so interested. Cynthia and your group, and I enjoy them. But like Cynthia and others have said, we must discourage this issue of hate speech, this propaganda that is going on. Because before this time, we were always afraid of the gun as a threat to democracy. But the biggest threat to democracy now that we have is the issue of propaganda, fake news, and hate speech. And anybody that's an advocate of this, a vanguard of this, then you are a threat to democracy just like the gun. So our young people should know that we must all embrace good conduct that could lead to good elections. My duty is actually to thank all of you. First, let me sincerely thank the guest speaker. You flew all the way from New York to come and speak. Thank you very sincerely. Because the timing when we were trying to arrange this, we lose sight of the United Nations General Assembly. And so some of the people that would have been here couldn't, including the NSA and others, they are not here because they left with the president. But you come to say you must participate because you believe in West Africa, you believe in Africa, you believe in Nigeria. Thank you so much. Then the discussants, you've done a very wonderful work. You did a very wonderful job. Especially when I said that Bishop Kukah himself had decided to come and participate as a discussant. And the other people, you've done a very wonderful job. We thank you very sincerely. Professor Olokosu that coordinated, Adebayo, my good friend Olokosu that coordinated the discussion. Thank you for doing a wonderful job. And our Ngozi, thank you for the good job you have done. All of you have contributed, some of my former ministers. Thank you. And also thank you for the comments you have made. And all of you made reference to what happened in 2015. We thank God that we saved the country collectively. And I always believe, and that has guided my own political philosophy, that first, just like somebody quoted Archbishop Naikon, and I think I believe in that case, what is the motivating factor that makes a politician want to politics? I always say that if your interest is to make money, go and be a businessman so that nobody will come and harass you. But if you want to go and play politics, should be the people first, not you first. And if you're somebody who believes in yourself first, then you have no business going to play politics. But if you believe in the people, truly, you didn't want any of them to be injured, not talk about death, for you to get to any office you want to hold. So today you've done very well. Let me not belabor the issues. On behalf of the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation, I thank all of you who have participated actively in the discussions, and those of you who are sitting down to listen, because if there is no audience, nobody will talk. So the audience motivates the speakers. So if you look across and there's no people in the hall, it weakens you. And so I have to thank all of you who have made this sacrifice the whole day from 10 or 9:30 till now. Over 4 hours we've been here interrogating the issue of our next election and where the country wants to go. And I believe what we have done may look little, but it's critical and it's important. I remember when we were trying to package this, one top diplomat from one of the most powerful countries came to me, and when I told him about what we intend to do and they should send their political people, first of all asked, but what do you think you will get out of it? I said that, look, advocacy is critical. In human societies, you will not stop talking. Sometimes people are just talking, you think it's not important. If it is not important, then dictators wouldn't have been harassing young people who talk. Because dictators harass those who talk, that means that people listen to talks. And we must not stop talking. And that's a burden of priests like Bishop Kuka. Every day you go to church, the mass, you say it, and the congregation sometimes seems to still behave in the same way, but they will not stop talking. And I believe we'll all continue to talk until our country is better. And really we have improved. For those of you of my age and above, who witnessed the elections before the independence in 1960. We were children, we didn't participate, but we saw what was happening before 1960. Then during the military, then of course, military, Second Republic, Sagare's time, we witnessed the elections. We were fairly, of course, I was already undergraduate then, so we participated in one way or the other. After that, we witnessed elections of zero-party election, especially local government zero-party election during the military time. And if you look at the conduct of the elections up to today, there are significant improvements. So we should not give hope. There is significant improvement from that time, if you really reflect back. I remember that on zero-party elections, whenever I go to my village, these young people, I was not involved. Election day, before you know, materials will arrive. Some young people will carry the material, run into the bush. Late in the afternoon, they will come out. They are going to Ogbeata, the local government headquarters. Elections have been concluded. Nobody saw anywhere where people were voting, but people won elections. It was that bad. Now things have improved significantly. But you know, when things are improving, people want it to even move faster. And with the technology now, we can't reinvent the wheel. We should move faster and better. And I believe we will move faster and better. Thank you all.
Photographs.